Oh, this leadership journey is a daily personal challenge. And I think about leading my life, and I use this forum as a place to process my growth points, because what I hear from listeners all of the time is me too, which encourages me to be really vulnerable. So I want to do that today and talk about something I've been noticing about myself. I am such a connector. Connection is a core value, and often in an attempt to connect, when I'm feeling something strongly, especially frustration, disappointment, I sometimes will just blurt out something. And while the deep-seated need is to connect with someone in that frustration or disappointment, it often has the opposite effect. I mean, it really is an impulse and actually a yearning to be known, to be seen, to be understood. But when I push the feelings out too quickly or at the wrong time, it doesn't do that. Instead of inviting someone in, it sends them retreating. I've seen this multiple times over the last few weeks as I've been paying attention to my patterns. Because when I blurt it out, it can feel like emotional overwhelm. It can feel like pressure. So here's what I'm realizing. My need to connect, your need to connect is real. Of course, we are humans. But the way in which we express our needs has to make room for the other person too. Connection doesn't come from blurting it out or spilling everything. It comes from making space for both people to be there. Because in leadership, yes, emotional honesty, like how I'm feeling, is important, but emotional clarity is just as important. So I've got to pause, take a breath. That's what creates space for true connection to actually happen. So the work is within me. Blurting it out might feel like vulnerability, but it's often just my unmanaged stuff. Real connection requires presence and patience and permission. Damn. I'm so grateful for this feed, because I don't know that I would have had this recognition had I not had this forum to process this. Yeah, connection doesn't come from spilling everything or just blurting it out. It comes from making space for both people to be there. And so we have to know where our people are. Where might your need to be heard be crowding out someone else's space to engage? I've seen where my actions have done that recently. Gosh, doing the opposite of what I'm trying to do. So here's to the pause. Here's to the breath. Here's to looking within, managing what you're feeling instead of putting that onto someone else. That's your work to do. What a great way to take care of yourself and ultimately each other.